Hey everyone, in this video we'll be doing the Supra Championship from this week's festival playlist, and as prescribed by championship restrictions we'll be driving 2020 Toyota Supra, tuned by Hust 3004 and painted in Halo outfit by Snake Eyes Fridge. We're starting on Horizon Festival Circuit, which is a really nice track. It's well flowing and pretty easy to drive. Also has a lot of runways if you make a bit of mistake or go a bit wide. So we're catching up on AI pretty nicely. I'm getting sandwiched a bit by two AIs in this corner, which makes me lose a bit of time. But as I said, at this difficulty that shouldn't really be a problem. We have a lot of track to catch up and overtake, and our tune provides significant advantage over AI. You can see we already catching up on the top four without a problem. Generally, when you race against AI, you want to take the inside in the corners as much as possible, not just because it's more beneficial and faster usually, but also because AI has a tendency to take a bit weird lines through the corners, and if you are trying to overtake from the outside, there's a really good chance that they will go sideways into you, make you mess up a corner and lose a lot of time. Not too important on lower difficulties, but as you progress your way up on expert and pro, and especially on unbeatable, though unbeatable is a beast of its own in overall sense, but higher the difficulty, the less time you want to lose overtaking the AIs. So any contact, any crash in them costs you precious seconds. And don't know if you noticed, but crashing into AI, especially from behind, really slows you down a huge amount. You can see it always very easily. Now we are coming to the end of lap 2. We are clear of the whole field. The AIs are nowhere to be found. They are really far behind. So yeah, the tune works just charms. I'm not sure if it's visible on the video, but the car is super stable and fast. So it's a real pleasure to drive. Great handling, but without any nervousness in it. You can just push it through the track really nicely. Yeah, so we are pretty much now driving alone. Probably gonna count as a clean lap overall, and maybe even, I don't know. I know how competitive the tune is on rivals. I didn't try it, but it's definitely absolutely leaves no chance to AI on the track. Last couple of corners before this one is clear. The price for this championship is a Toyota race suit, which is a nice red race suit. Should be ours in no time. Last corner, and we are scoring a win in the first race. Let's see how the other two go. Right, the next one is Plaza Circuit, and it's quite a bit more narrow than the previous race, with a lot of walls on the side, so it does present a hazard of hitting the wall and coming to a halt. But yeah, we should have no problem with that. AI also quite often piles up on these narrow tracks, causing massive crashes, but not always. So we come in nicely. These guys are taking all of the road that is available, not leaving me any space to overtake, so we're gonna have to sneak in like this. I do try to avoid collisions with AI as much as possible, not just because of the speed advantage that clean racing brings, but also just to build a habit, you know, because once you go online, for example, or in the trial, or just in the higher difficulties, if you already built yourself a habit of ramming AI out of the corner, it's very hard to change it as you go, and it's never appreciated by your teammates or even opponents. Racing clean is always nicer and quite a bit faster. That's contrary to popular belief that Forza is a heaven for wall riding and cutting and ramming. In reality, if you want to post a good time on rivals or want to do nicely in online, cleaner is faster by a mile. So we finished first lap, we cleared all the field again. We are in the first position. As I mentioned in one of the previous videos, my kind of benchmark for the seasonal championships for the tunes is, okay, I messed it up a bit, hit up the phone booth. Anyways, if I manage to clear the whole field somewhere before the middle of second lap, that means the tune will fit anyone. It almost doesn't matter what your skill level is, you should be able to beat them, especially if you use rewind after making a mistake or something like that. Yeah, you'll be good. And it has everything to do with the way AI adjusts to your build. Basically, once you enter the race, AI will match your PI, but it does so in a really weird way by throwing some random parts in it. So if you have a wrong tune, AI may have some absolutely stupid speed advantage on you, and you'll just never catch up, even on lower difficulties. So yeah, having the right tune is really important. We are absolutely alone as we are cruising through the third lap. The only danger we have is doing things like this, hitting the walls in the corners heads on, bringing us to a full stop. I barely made this one with a little bit of side contact, but this didn't cost too much time. And coming up to this one, yeah, managed to pull it through nicely. I did quite a few laps on rivals on this track, and that corner is something I mess up repeatedly, time after time. I don't know what's wrong about it or about me, but yeah, works fine in this championship. We are well on the way to our Toyota race suit, with the second race being almost finished. Last couple of turns and we should be good. Not even sure how far AIs are behind, can't see them at all, so yeah. Ooh, a little bit of sideways to the finishing line, but it's not a great shot. The last one is Panoramica Sprint, which also takes place in the town, so all the same rules apply. Stay clear of the walls, try to avoid collisions, and you should be perfectly fine. It starts with this reasonably long straight followed by a left-hander, so we have an opportunity to overtake a few right away. It's 2 cars down. As we speed up to the next slower corner, we should be able to take on one more, and let's see if we can clear another 2 on the next corner. Okay, this is just one, and a little bit of unnecessary contact with the car ahead, which immediately puts us on the back foot a little bit before the next corner. But this one is, they are really slow, so I should be able to just jump on the inside and take this one right here. Yeah, no problem at all. So 1/3 of a race in, we are in the third place. Again, a little bit of extra contact, but we can push the guy on the side in a not very elegant way and get us the second, and we are much faster out of the corner here. Little jump, but we just easily pass for the first. Yeah, not third, first. We're not in trial where the third seems to be my usual place. So half the way through the sprint, we are in the first position, safely ahead, just cruising through the Guanajuato. I think it is actually. I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah, there's this sprint is really nice. You can just rush through. It's just a little bit too drifty and obviously slow. Yeah, so anytime you lose your rear end on the road race and drift like that with a ton of smoke, you're just losing a lot of time. Okay, I'm a bit too fast here as well. Should have been braking a little bit harder. So not a great performance through slow turns, but we are at the very end of the race. Again, way ahead of AIs. So yeah, the red Toyota costume is ours. We finished first again. Thank you guys for watching, and I want to take this opportunity to wish everybody Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Have fun and see you in the next video. Thanks.